So, you've probably heard these two names thrown around all the time, right? On the news, in finance apps, Sensex and Nifty. They're like the superstars of the Indian stock market. But what in the world are they? And more importantly, if they're such a big deal, how do you actually buy them? Well, let's dive in and figure this out together.
Okay, so this is the question that trips up almost every single new investor. You get your trading account set up, you're all excited, ready to go. You type Sensex into that little search bar and crickets. Nothing. There's no buy button. It's super confusing, right? So what's the deal?
Well, here's the simple and honestly kind of surprising answer. You can't. That's right, it is literally impossible to buy Sensex or Nifty directly. In this explainer, we're not only going to uncover exactly why that is, but we're going to show you the smart way to invest in the idea they represent.
To really get why you can't just buy the Sensex, we first need to understand where all the action happens. The easiest way to think about this is to picture two gigantic competing supermarkets for stocks.
And those two supermarkets have names, the Bombay Stock Exchange, or BSE for short, and the National Stock Exchange, also known as the NSE. Pretty much any company stock you can think of trading in India is sitting on the shelves of one or very often both of these exchanges.
Now, if you take a walk down the aisles of the National Stock Exchange, you'll find about 1,600 different companies. That is a lot of options to choose from. A pretty big supermarket, for sure.
But here's where a lot of people get it wrong. You'd think the National Exchange would be the biggest one, right? It's in the name. But actually, the older Bombay Stock Exchange is more like a mega supermarket with over 5,000 companies listed. Now, just imagine trying to keep track of every single one of those.
And that brings us to a huge problem. I mean, with thousands of companies out there, how can you possibly get a quick read on whether the market as a whole is having a good day or a bad one?
Let's use an analogy. Picture walking into a massive farmer's market. I mean, it's huge. There are thousands of stalls selling everything you can imagine. Potatoes, onions, all the way to some super exotic fruits you've never even heard of.
So are you going to walk to every single one of those stalls and check the price of every single vegetable just to get a feel for whether prices are generally up or down today? No way, of course not. It would take forever. Well, that's the exact same problem investors have when they look at thousands of stocks.
And the solution to this problem is something called an index. It's a brilliant idea. Instead of checking every single item, an index just tracks a small, hand-picked basket of the biggest and most important ones. By just watching that small basket, you get a super quick, super reliable snapshot of how the entire market is feeling.
And boom! This brings us right back to where we started. Sensex and Nifty are simply the two most famous indices for our two big supermarkets. They are the heartbeat, the pulse of the Indian stock market. Okay, so here's the whole thing in a nutshell. Sensex, which is short for Sensitivity Index, it keeps an eye on the top 30 companies on the BSE. And Nifty, which stands for National 50, tracks the top 50 companies over on the NSE. They're basically just the barometers for their exchanges. And you might be wondering, are these snapshots really accurate? Well, get this. The 50 companies inside the Nifty 50 make up about half of the total value of all 1,600 companies on the entire NSE. So yeah, by watching just those 50, you get a crazy accurate picture of where the whole market is going. It really is that straightforward. When you hear on the news, the Nifty is up 100 points, all that means is that, on average, the top 50 companies in India had a pretty good day. And that's a really strong sign that the overall market probably had a good day too. It's just a health report. So now we know what an index is. It's a measurement. Let's get back to our big question. If you can't buy the thing directly, how can you actually invest based on it? Let me be crystal clear here. You can't buy a Sensex or a Nifty because it's not a thing. It's a number. It's a calculation, a piece of information. Think about it. You can't own the temperature outside. You can only measure it. It's the exact same idea.
But what you can do is invest in what the index represents. And there are basically two ways to do that. The hard way is to go and manually buy shares in all 30 Sensex companies, or all 50 Nifty companies. The much easier way is to use something called an index fund. It's a special kind of mutual fund that's built to automatically buy and hold those exact same companies for you, perfectly mirroring how the index performs.
And you know what? That brings us to the most important point of this whole thing. Before you even think about investing a single rupee, you've actually already taken the most critical and honestly the most profitable first step.
See, the goal was never just to figure out how to buy Sensex. The real goal is to understand what it is. Just knowing that an index is a measurement, not something you can add to a shopping cart, that single piece of knowledge is what takes you from being a confused beginner to a savvy investor. That understanding, that's your first real profit, and it's the foundation for every single smart decision you're going to make from here on out.